Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, we've made it to Friday. Well, you'll be seeing this on Friday anyway. I have picked up a new project today, this morning. You'll be seeing that. I'll put it out on Monday's video because obviously it's bank holiday Monday. So I'm going to do a video for you guys to watch Monday afternoon. I'll probably put that out sort of about 2-3 o'clock on Monday, and then back to normal the next day, which will be Tuesday. So we've got a nice long weekend coming up. But what a little fantastic buy this was. Honestly, you all loved it. Once I've done, put a little bit of magic on it and cleaned up that inside, it's not going to take long. It ain't going to take long, this car. But I'm interested to take the seats out, get all that water up, because it's quite a lot of water in there. Don't know why they didn't tape the windows up and the doors. They could have just put a bit of tape over it, like that plastic covering tape. Just put it over it, but it is what it is. But with just a little bit more work for me to do to get this back on the road for someone. But yeah, what a lovely, lovely little car. But today, guys, we are going to be working on another one of my subscribers, Johnny. He's been reaching out to me for a little while now, wants me to get him source him a car. I've been looking, nothing come up, and he saw a nice black Nissan Juke come up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. So he went and had a look at it, and I really feel sorry for him. I really feel sorry because he was led to believe that this car had no finance. And the guy, he said to the guy, any issues with a car, any problems at all whatsoever? The guy went, no problem whatsoever. So the guy that sold it to him sold the car on already still had finance. He didn't do a check. I know a lot of you is going to be shouting at the video saying, well, it's his own fault. He should have done a check. Not really. It's a really difficult situation to be in, really. I've got to be honest. And he was kicking himself because he drove it for about a week and he realised, I've got it too cheap. He got it cheap. I'm not going to tell you the price, but he got it cheap. The reason why he got it so cheap was because the guy that was selling it was desperate for the money. His family member just passed away, and he told Johnny that he had to pay for funeral costs, and that's why he needed to sell the car. He only found this out afterwards, so it's a little bit of a story. So let's get the car in. I'll show you what we're dealing with, what we need to do, what he wants me to do, and then I'll give you another update and rundown of what the car has happened. So it's a really crappy situation to be in, but hopefully it's going to go his way with the finance company. So let's get it in. Let's do this. Right, guys, just before I show you Johnny's car, I just want to quickly show you what I've been doing out here. So I've got the machine already started to pull all the water out of the car as much as I can. This side, that side, the front, underneath the seats. The seats are coming out no matter what, and this carpet might have to come up. I don't know, but I just thought, look, over the next few days, let's just open up all the doors. Let's just sort of air this car as much as I can. Pull out as much as I can off this water. I've just pulled. That bucket was completely full up with the water that I just pulled out of that car. So you can see how much was lying in there. And there's still not a lot, but there is still some in there. But this is the way to do it, really. It's just to over the course of a couple of days, times, as much as I can, just keep pulling the water out and keeping the doors open. And like I said, we're still going to pull the seats out, and we're still going to get underneath there, and we're still going to sort of do the thing. But anything else that I can do, it definitely helps towards getting this the way it should be in the first place. But I'll leave it out here for now. Let the air circulate and let it sort of hopefully dry out. The sun should come out in a bit as well, so that might help. I know, like I said to you, I spoke to Mark, who comes and sees me regularly once a month. Mark comes and sees me on his bike, you know, just to have a chat. It's nice just to sort of see you guys. And he's got a humidifier that he's going to lend me, leave it in the car overnight, and it should pull a lot of the water out as well. So we're going to get there, guys, but, you know, I just thought I'd show you. Yeah, just thought I'd show you me making a start on this Cougar already. I've got two people already interested in this car. And I've not even taken it apart yet. I've only just literally bought it back here, and people are passing, seeing it. You know, oh, is that for sale? How much is that? You know, what's that going to be up for? Just, yeah, a lot of interest already. So anyway, let's leave that for now. Let's move on to Johnny's Nissan Juke. So this is a 2013 diesel Nissan Juke, and it's not been involved in an accident. It's completely unrecorded. It's a complete straight car. There's nothing, you know. That's not the issue. The issue is this car has still got finance on it. So it's got that finance marker on the car. And he was sold this car in the belief that it was completely clear and there wasn't any issues with it. So, you know, he's not at fault. I think the law states that if you know about it, then the kind of the finance gets transferred to you because you're now the owner of the car and you're the owner of the debt. But there's a new law that's just come out, and I don't think he's going to be, you know, I don't think he's going to have to pay this back or give the car back or whatever. I honestly think that he's going to be able to keep this car. Let's show you the mileage. It's pretty loud for a diesel, gotta be honest. It's done, I don't know, it's coming up. So it's done 63,000 miles. So for a diesel, nothing really. It's you know, that's not the issue. The issue is that he has got a nice car. They are nice, these Nissan Jukes, but he was tricked. I'm going to say tricked because the guy knew that he had finance, but Johnny did not know. And he asked, and the guy said, no, it's all clear. There's no problems with the car. So, yeah, he kind of took his word for it, basically. And, you know, he was going to say conned because the guy was just desperate. It turned out, so basically what happened, Johnny went and saw it, loved the car, saw it. It's got a couple of things that he wants to do, like the spoiler up here. You can see that it's all coming away. So the spoiler needs redoing. A few bits and pieces around the car. So Johnny managed to get the guy down from the price that he wanted. Basically, that's what happened. And he said to me, you know, would you do a service on it? Would you, you know, go over it, check it, just make sure and get it up to, you know, a good standard for him to be, you know, use it as a daily, driving it around, backs and forwards. I said, yeah, sure, of course. So then about a week went by, and Johnny was thinking like, there was something planned on his mind that it went too quickly. He got a good price. The guy was, you know, quite quickly to sort of accept Johnny's offer when he was knocking him down, when they was discussing the price. Something just clicked and thought, do you know what? I'm just going to check to see if he's got finance on this. So we've done a HPI check, cost him £6.50, I think it was. Done a HPI check, and yeah, lo and behold, it has finance on the car. A few £1,000 as well left on this car. So he messaged me and he couldn't believe it. He said, what can I do? I said, look, the best thing for you to do is get on top of this straight away. Do not bury your head in the sand. Contact the police, because, you know, I don't know if there's a law that I don't think so. I'm not sure. This doesn't happen very often, I've got to be honest. But, you know, it happened because the guy was was desperate, basically. And then Johnny was like, well, I do feel a little bit sorry for him. I've got to be honest, I do as well, because that's just the person I am. I'm not heartless, and I do not agree the way that he done it, but I do understand kind of where he's done it. If you're at your very bottom, if you've got nothing else to fall back on, if you've got literally cannot do anything else but sell this car to pay for a funeral that the funeral parlour is obviously chasing you for, or can't, you know, they won't bury him, or they won't do anything with that sort of side of it unless he pays. He's on his last legs, it's a really shame. It's a real shame situation. It's a real pity that he has to go through that. But on the same sense, Johnny now has to go through this, which is probably going to drag out for a little while now. I've got to be honest, it ain't going to be resolved overnight. There's going to be backs and forwards. He's got in contact with the finance company, financial ombudsman, you know, all the right channels. Johnny's doing all the right things. He's keeping on top of it. He's making a note of it. And yeah, he's that's what he's doing. That's what I said to him to do. Don't bury your head in the sand. Just get on top of it and keep pushing, because you're not in the wrong here. You've bought a car and you was duped that it was all clear. So yeah, that's where we are with this. And it's in today for me to do, even though, you know, it's not been cleared, it's still got a marker on the car, and technically, who owns the car? Basically, you know, does the finance company own the car? Does Johnny own the car? Who owns the car? So he doesn't want to be spending a lot of money on his car straight away. Like he will do. Once it's all cleared, done, he's going to get the spoiler done, get that repainted, we'll get that sorted out for him. Anything else that needs to be done. But for the moment, bare minimum spent on this car. So he hasn't had a service for 2 years. So that's going to be done today. We've got to do that for him today. We're going to do the oil change, the oil filter, air filter, fuel filter, and get that service done for him. Also, he wants me to check the brakes. So we're going to take the wheels off. We're going to check to make sure. I've already checked the discs. I think they're all right, but the pads are quite low, I believe, from checking outside. But I do want to get these wheels off so we can have a good look. The other thing as well, so get the braking system, so it's drivable, safer, you know. This handbrake, that's too high. So we've got to look at that as well. I think there's an adjuster underneath that covering. So we'll whip that cover off. We'll adjust that for him as well. But we don't want to do that until we've had a look at the brakes. So we'll do the brakes first, then we'll do that. So that's the story with this car, guys. But I just wanted to show it, you know, on the channel. And Johnny wanted me to say, when he drops it off, I said to him, are you all right with me sort of talking about it? And he went, yeah, of course I am. Yeah, I 100% want you to talk about it, because this is more evidence for the insurance company to what happened, what we've done, what we've spent, what work has been done whilst the dispute is going on, because there is a dispute between Johnny, the finance company, the other guy, the actual original seller. He's admitted on camera. So Johnny's got a video recording. So his wife recorded his telephone conversation, and the original owner turned around and said, "Yeah, I knew about it. I had to do it." So he's admitted liability. It's all good stuff. Do you know what I mean? The more I said to him, like, screenshot all the messages. Just have as much evidence as you can to put for the finance company to say that, you know, you bought it. And you didn't know it had finance. So, yeah, I really hope this goes the way that we want it to go, because he has been, you know, he sold his original car that he looked after. It was a really nice convertible it was, and he sold that car to get a really nice upmarket, a newer car, and this has happened. So it will put anyone off. Really feel sorry for him. So let's get this on the ramp. Let's take the wheels off. Let's start the service, drop the oil, do that for him. And yeah, but I just wanted to explain this car because it's not nice, is it? Not nice at all. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, there we go. Let me get a torch and I'll show you what I found. I've already started the service, so we've dropped the old oil, which is really sludgy. I've got to be honest, it ain't great. It's not the best. It's quite thick. So definitely, definitely was due a service, oil change. So that's what we'll do. Done the oil filter as well, which is down there. New one in place. I'm just looking over it as well. I'm just having a check and seeing if I can see anything, notice anything. But I've got to be honest, apart from the brakes, it don't seem that bad. It seems all right, you know. So let me show you the brakes, because the discs are not that bad. They've got a slight lip on the front. They have, but they're not that. So I'm just checking that rubber at the back there just to see what that was like. I just noticed it was a little bit, don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but I'm just checking to see, just checking bits and pieces, you know, just having a good search for him, see if I can find anything. Springs are not broken, and just things like that, really. Just general maintenance and checking over. But yeah, so the discs are fine. The pads have probably got about, I'd say about 6 mil, 5 mil there. So they're getting low. So we're going to do them. We're going to do the front pads. We're going to leave the discs. Let me show you the rear. So again, the discs are fine. They don't need replacing. Everything else looks alright. Springs there, not broken. So yeah, but the pads on the rear, this one is probably, don't know if I can show you that, but that's probably about 4 mil on this side. I think the other side's even worse. Let me see if I can squeeze around. I need to start eating some salad. So yeah, again, discs fine. You know, there's no lip on that one there. Actually, there's no lip, but the pad, the brake pads themselves, I don't know if I can get you in there, but let me just get you in there to show you. They're like probably about 3 or 4 mil left. So yeah, it does look like we're gonna have to do the pads all round on this one. Discs are okay. So far so good. And then we're just gonna carry on with the service. We're gonna swap this, put a new, let me just zoom you out. We're gonna put a new air filter because it does, yeah, it's dirty and old. So just freshen it up as well. Yeah. So it does look like a new battery, that is. It doesn't look like a original one. I think that's a new one, isn't it? Don't know, I might be wrong. But apart from that, guys, it ain't that bad. And I'm sure, you know, Johnny would is relieved to hear me say that. But yeah, apart from a service and some brake pads, and obviously doing that handbrake and you know, and checking all over it, mate, it's not that bad. It's all right. He's got a nice little car there, but he just needs to sort out the HBI finance part of it, and he should be good to go. Right, so let me set you up. Let's get cracking with these brake pads, and let's continue. Let's do this. Okay, so guys, that is the service done. I've checked the level of oil. It's absolutely spot on, perfect to where it should be, up to the max. Yeah, pads are all done. I did have to, I don't know if you noticed there, but as I was pushing the calipers back in, this was overflowing, so I had to get a syringe and I had to pull some of that out. And then once I've put the pads all round, pump the brakes without starting it, pump the brakes, then check the level to make sure that it's where it should be, and it is. I think we only pulled out a very sliver amount at the bottom of the tub, so that's done. So yeah, we can now move on to the handbrake. That Cougar is getting a basting out here with the sun. Love it. Yeah, we need to move on to the handbrake because of that's too high, really. That's too high. It should be a bit lower than that. It's going up quite high. So what we do is we have to pull this plastic trim off around here, and then you lift it up and there should be a bolt just down there. So yeah, I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. Let's get this trim off, and then we can get to the bolt and adjust this down to make it a little bit better. So yeah, and then once we've done that, we're kind of finished. I've stamped the book up for Johnny as well. He's given me his service book, so that's done. And then yeah, he wants to come and pick it up probably this afternoon after work. Wants his car back because he's driving around in the van at the minute, and then he's getting a bit fed up with the van. Don't blame him, drive around the van all day. So yeah, let's get this done, and then yeah, we should be finished with this car for him. For now, we might see this back on the channel again, guys, once the finance has been sorted out, dealt with, and cleared, and he knows 100% he hasn't got to, you know, deal with it anymore. Then I'm sure there'll be little bits and pieces he'd like me to do on it, just to get it up to scratch or get it to a point where he's happy with it. Do you know what I mean? So, but for now, let's get on with this handbrake. So, yeah, bear with me, guys. Let's do this. Right, okay, so that is it, guys. I am done with Johnny's Nissan Juke for now. Like I said, I'm sure we will see this back on the channel at some point. Yeah, very, very soon. He does want me to look at this spoiler and get this priced up. So I will be taking some pictures of this and then sending it. It's like it's burned, isn't it? Like, see it? Like, it's the way it is. It's like burned. Very unusual. Or it's just someone's tried to respray it or repaint it and it hasn't done a very good job of it. Not quite sure which one it is, but it's definitely, you can see it's lifting here, look, it's lifting. So they probably haven't keyed it up properly underneath this respray. They haven't keyed it up. And it's, yeah, it's not looking good. But I'll get him a quote, because I'll have to take it off probably and take it to the paint shop so they can really sort of get everything painted. It hasn't got a, no, the light's there, so it hasn't got a light on it. It's just, I can just remove it, I think, from the boot. But yeah, we'll get into that another time because he doesn't want me to do it yet, but it's something that he does want me to look into. So, but as you know, there's not, you know, the brakes are done, the pads are done. The handbrake is so much better. So much better. It's just like there, whereas before it was right up. So yeah, that's been adjusted, that's done. Brake pads are sorted, service is done. I've stamped his book, that's in there. So yeah, he can come and collect his car tonight, and I'm sure he's going to want to clean it over the weekend. He's got a bit of OCD like me, really, so I'm sure he'll be making this spotless at the weekend. So, but for now, guys, that's it. It is Friday for you. It is Thursday for me, so I'm kind of day behind. And yeah, have a great weekend. And I'll see you on Monday with a new project. Another new project. Not the Cougar. Another new project on Monday. So have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Thanks for watching.